The amount of compliments I received. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with that. I'm okay without that wig. I'm good. What I am worried about is my lashes though. 2 to 3 uses. Child, this little thing. My hair is crunchy. And it's because I'm using the ApHogee 2-step.
Now what's the name of this thing?
Protein treatment. But before we get into that, let's talk about the hair. So last time y'all saw me, I had just cut my hair. I had a bad experience at a hair salon. Not bad, but not great. Now my hair is a whole different color. Now if you follow me on Instagram, you already know about this color. I did not film the process of getting my hair colored, but my friend came over. She colored my hair for me, and I love this color. Gray is coming back. My hair has grown out. You can see it's flaky, but you can see the black is coming back. And so it's been like this for a little while, over a month. It's been over a month since my hair has been like this, maybe like a month and a half. So I haven't cut it, I haven't trimmed it, I haven't gone to the barbershop, I haven't done nothing. I just been doing washes with the
You done forgot again. I know this.
Tabitha's Brown brand, Donna's Recipe. I've been doing my shampooing with that, and I have not been deep conditioning. I've just been putting in leave-in conditioner and some hair oil. And now I'm out of almost everything. I'm out of the shampoo, I'm out of the hair oil, I'm out of the leave-in conditioner. And it's time for me to get products. So I went to the beauty supply store for another reason, but while I was there, I walked past this. They came together like this, but I've already done this part. 2-step protein treatment. So this part is what's in my hair right now. I put it in my hair, and you're supposed to let it dry. Now at the hair salon, she did do a protein treatment for me too, and she told me 6 to 8 weeks you need to like do it again every 6 to 8 weeks. And so we're at that mark, so I decided to do it again myself. And so this was only $2.99. It was a small package. I was like, okay, I can do this, you know, I can do this. The guy at the barbershop told me that this brand was a really good brand, and he actually introduced me to this and wanted me to use their whole line, like their shampoo, their conditioner, their everything. And I was just like, I don't even know about that. And at the time I really wanted to try Donna's Recipe, and I did. I don't think I'm gonna get it again though. I think I'm gonna go with something different this time around. I don't know, don't quote me, because I keep changing my mind about these things. Anywho, the second part of this protein treatment is the balancing moisturizer. So once your hair dries, and I just let my hair air dry today while I was out running errands. You guys will see that video pretty soon. I've been preparing for Prince and TJ's birthday. I don't know which video is gonna come out first. Probably this one. So I let my hair dry while I was out running errands, and now you're supposed to completely rinse all this out. And it did tell me that your hair will feel hard. And it does. And I know you guys can't hear this. Maybe you can. Get up close into like what my hair texture is, or what my hair is looking like in the back. I don't know if I'm in frame, but yeah. Honestly, it feels very soft at the same time that it feels hard. Apply balancing moisturizer to wet hair for 2 minutes to add moisture, softness, and elasticity. Rinse and style as usual. So it only needs to sit in for 2 minutes. So it's a really quick process. So that's good. I also saw this deep conditioner because I'm like, I need to start deep conditioning. I need to stop skipping this step. So I saw this as I was walking by. Never heard of this hair brand before, but it says Hask Hair and Skin Kindness. That's what Hask stands for. And it's made with coconut oil, which I think does really well on my hair. And it's supposed to repair and hydrate. It's a deep conditioner. Now what got me is that this thing right here said, let me read it. It's a vegan formula, so it's no sulfates, no parabens.
no phthalates, no gluten, no drying alcohol, and no artificial colors.
It's supposed to leave in your hair for up to 10 minutes. And it says that this package contains 2 to 3 uses. Right there. 2 to 3 uses. Child, this little thing. 1.75 ounces is 2 to 3 uses. Maybe in some other worlds, I don't see how I would get 2 uses out of this. I was thinking all of this is going in my head. The whole packet. But I won't do that this time around. I'll do that the next time I wash my hair, which will be next week. Also, I pierced my ear. I do the second hole in my ear this morning. And I cannot get it wet for a while. So the kit that I purchased online came with these little plastic ear covers. And I just think they're so cute. So I'm going to have to put these on when I'm washing my hair or rinsing this stuff out of my hair. So that, ooh, let me take this big one off. They should have these at the hair salon because water and all kind of stuff be getting in your ear. Have you guys ever used these before? Y'all, my little thing off my ear came off. I mean, it ain't supposed to get wet, but back in the day when I pierced my ears when I was 14 years old, I ain't worried about this thing getting wet. What I am worried about is my lashes though, because my lashes, I just did them this morning and they ain't supposed to get wet. I'm hoping everything will work out the way it's supposed to work out with these lashes, because if not, I'll just reapply. It's no big deal. Because I do my lashes myself. I do everything myself. So, does it look really clean, y'all? It looks really clean. And look at the growth. It's only been about 2 months. I'm very excited about that. But my hair does feel very stripped. It feels soft. It feels like I can get my hands through it without a whole lot of tangling. But it always feels like that when I wash my hair. It does feel a little bit more like bouncy. I don't know how to explain it. Let's talk about like how I've been feeling since I had my hair cut short. I haven't had very many instances where I want to put my wig back on, but it has been some times when I just want to throw the wig on. And I think that has subsided because it's got hot. You know, when the winter time come back, I feel like I'm going to be back to wanting my wig. But because it got really warm, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm okay without that wig. I'm good. So I don't think it's because I don't want to wear my wig. I think it's just it's so hot outside that I'm thankful that I can just go outside with just my hair. Will I ever wear a wig again? Absolutely. This is not going to be a permanent thing. If I ever want to like change my style, change my hair, maybe wear some color that I'm not, you know, necessarily want to color my own hair to that color, but I just want to wear that color, I'm going to put on a wig. Like, I am not like going on this journey to say that wigs are bad or that I don't want to wear them anymore, because wigs have been very good to me. Okay? And it has helped me so much with time. But this kind of stuff I'm supposed to be doing anyway. You're supposed to take care of your hair under the wig anyway. And that's what ended up happening. You know, I stopped taking care of my hair under the wig. I would wash it. Sometimes I would blow dry it. Sometimes I wouldn't. And I'll just throw some oil on there. And I would twist it up, put my cap on, and throw my wig on. And I was washing it maybe once a month, maybe once every other month. I was not deep conditioning. I was not doing any protein treatments. I was not doing a whole lot of anything to my actual scalp. And that's where it gets really bad. I do feel like I get a lot more attention now, especially with the color. Honey, I remember I was walking somewhere, and you know how you're in a shopping center and there's like 2 different stores that's close together? And I was coming out of one store, and there was a guy and his family, a white man and his family, coming in to another store. And I was coming this way, they were coming this way. So it looks like we were going to collide. But I also thought that he thought I was going into the same store that they was going into, because he tripped over himself, grabbed the door, held the door open for me, and I'm just like, oh no, I'm not going in that store. I'm just going to my car. Like, I had already left the store that was next to it, or a couple doors down, and he would not stop staring at me. And I don't know if that's a compliment or it's like, girl, no. And my church people have really gotten used to my hair now. But when I first showed up with my hair, the amounts of compliments I received, even before the color. But at work, they complimented everything else. Like this one guy I work with, he complimented my earrings. He complimented my dress. He complimented my, you know, everything but my haircut. And it's like, I think that they have a phobia about saying something about black hair. And I was like, this is so sad. Like, it's okay for them to tell me, I like your hair, you know, wow, you got a haircut. So I don't know if they liked the haircut, or they were shocked by the haircut, or they were scared to say something. I don't know, but they said nothing about my hair. Not one peep. Nobody said a word about my hair at work. And I think that it's so sad that we live in a society now where people are scared to say things to black people. You know, we won't get into that, but anyway, so lots of compliments. The thing that I have to remember to do is wear my silk scarf, because I don't have a silk or a satin pillowcases. So I have to wear my scarf to make sure my hair is not breaking. And I've been experiencing some breakage, and you know, towards the end, and I could almost kind of tell it's time for another protein treatment, because protein treatment helps stops the breakage. And I feel like it was time again, because I was getting a lot of breakage. And I also felt like my scalp was just so dry all the time. And that is my fault, guys. That is my fault, because I have not been moisturizing. I've been putting like leave-in conditioner in there and water. My scalp has been suffering. And so even though it's been suffering, it's still been growing gel. So now that I have this protein treatment, I need to go to the beauty supply store and re-up on all the things. My conditioner, my shampoo, my hair oils, my curling mousse, or whatever I decide to get. I would love to have some ideas for you, because I do not know. I was also thinking about using the brand that I just showed you, that with this system, using their shampoo and conditioner, because it came highly recommended from Princess Barbara, who, you know, he said he used to do women's hair. He used to do women's hair, and he really wants to do my hair so bad. Girl, he was like putting his hands in my hair. He put some sort of moisturizer or something on my head and was massaging my head. Like, I'm sitting in the waiting room chair, like the waiting chair. Prince is in the barbershop chair, and he's like over there playing in my hair. He wants to do my hair so bad. So that brand came highly recommended from him, and I told him I would try it out. So I think that might be the next one that I do. What's up, bud?
You were talking about me.
Yeah, remember I took you to the barbershop and your barber was like in my hair?
Like cutting your hair?
No, he was putting product on my hair. I was just telling him about that.
Okay.
So anyway, I might try that brand. There's a couple other brands I want to try. I can't remember the names right now, so I might put them on the screen once I'm editing. But yeah, I think it's been a few minutes. So I'm gonna wash this out, and I'm gonna come right back. Lashes are still intact for now. I'm fine for now. And also, guys, you shouldn't be using a towel like this. I should have just used an old t-shirt or something. That's like natural hair 101. So excuse my negligence. Ooh, I will say right now, I feel like my scalp is so happy. It doesn't feel like a desert. It doesn't feel so dry. It actually feels very good. It feels very soft. And yeah, I love it. Now later on I am going to try to do some finger waves on my hair. I have been watching some videos about people who do the finger waves without like straightening, or without like using a relaxer or like a semi-permanent straightener on their 4C hair. And basically they just use a ton of gel. Okay, a ton of gel, and they smooth it down. I think it definitely can be done. It's not going to have a sleek like outcome like straight hair would, but it would be like a textured finger wave, and I am here for it. So that's what the plan is, to get that done. I was going to ask my friend to come over and do that for me, but I feel like, I very much feel like I can do it on my own. Blue Magic Coconut Hair Conditioner. The coconut oil does really good in my hair. So we're keeping with that coconut theme, child, of the protein. And yeah, so I ran out of space on my SD card, and I have no idea what I was saying. But basically I'm putting in this coconut oil in my hair and just fluffing it and just detangling it. I got this little side part going on. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with that, but it just feels right. Okay, and it's late at night. I am headed out to the movies with Prince. It's not late at night. It's like 7 o'clock. It's late at night, but it's later in the day. Late in the day. I'm headed out to the movies with Prince, and then I'm going to throw my scarf on when I get back home, and we are going to bed. We have church in the morning, so I'm hoping that, well, look how slick that looks without me even putting gel on it. At this point, I'm just playing around with my hair. But I do love it, guys. It's very easy to maintain. I just have to fluff it out and go some days. And some days require a little bit more than others. But basically, I fluff and go. Okay? I fluff and go. I spray it with some water, throw some leave-in conditioner in there, and I fluff and I go. Okay? And so it's a very easy style to maintain, and I like it, but I want to start trying some different stuff. I was even thinking about getting berets, like the Miracle Knot ones. I don't know if I have enough hair in the back to do that, but the front can definitely do some Miracle Knots. I can't wait for it to get long enough for me to like start doing twist outs and stuff. That's gonna be so freaking cute. But yeah, that's all for this video. I think the next video that I do for this series is going to be me just, you know, styling my hair in a different style. But this is what it's looking like, girl. My scalp feels really good. My hair feels clean, moisturized, healthy. I'm really proud of what it's looking like right now and how far I have come with it from cutting it off to here. It's not perfect, but I really do love my hair, and I'm so happy that I'm sharing this journey with you guys. If you have any advice for your girl, drop them. Honey, drop them. If you see me doing something like, girl, that is not the right technique, I have no problems with constructive criticism, okay? Let your girl know. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you like my hair and what you are doing on your natural hair journey. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.